Have you ever wondered how successful Amazon sellers research and launch new products? Well, in this video, we're going further behind the scenes into the Helium 10 tools and techniques that we use to find this product, our next product that is about to launch on Amazon FBA. Welcome to another episode of FBA Unfiltered. My name is Taylor. I'm an Amazon seller who started selling in 2023. I went on to have enough success to quit my full-time job and focus on Amazon full-time. And in this video, I want to show you some behind-the-scenes product research techniques. So let's get into it. All right, cool. Let's get right into this. Some product research that we did to decide to launch this product. This is the actual product we're going to be launching here very shortly on Amazon FBA, our Shilajit gummies for women. This is a mock-up of our packaging. It's currently in production, so we're really excited to get this rolling. But we really want to make sure we're doing our best to document everything step by step and show you guys as much as possible the inner workings of launching a product on Amazon. So without further ado, let's pull up Amazon and my Helium 10, and I'll talk a little bit more in depth about the data we came across that really made us confident that this was the product we wanted to launch. Okay, so this is my Amazon account. You can see here, I just searched for Shilajit, a very generic keyword there, but I want to pull up Helium 10's Chrome extension here, and specifically I want to use this feature, the X-ray, product X-ray. This is going to show us a few things. It'll show the overall search volume, and it will actually show the trend. Now this looks kind of bad, right? That this trend is going down like this, but remember, we're just coming out of the holiday season when there is peak search volume and peak sales volume on Amazon and across most retail channels. So keep that in mind. For instance, if we zoom out to all time, you can see that this is still a pretty healthy trend despite, these big spikes and big dips. These are all, if you notice, around big sales events, just like I mentioned, Prime Day or the holidays. So that's to be expected, but you can see here, looking back as far as 2018, does seem to have some pretty significant keyword search volume. And also keep in mind, this is a pretty generic search, but I do want to show you a couple other tools that we use when we're looking at this stuff. So one thing I like to do here is, instead of looking at all of these, which include sponsored products, I like to go to filters and I like to toggle this on hide sponsored products from the results. This will just remove some duplicates and stuff like that. Then I like to scroll over and find the BSR here. The BSR stands for bestseller rank. The lower this is, the better the product is selling on Amazon. So the lower the BSR, the better. Think of it like if you were number one, you would be the best. So if a product has a very low BSR, it means it's selling at a very, very high rate on Amazon. So I like to filter by that, or to order the search results by the BSR to see what the best selling products are, and then come back over and look at these figures again. So we can see here that these ASINs, this is the monthly sales in units. Okay, so these are the units that these top sellers are selling per month. And then you can see the revenue. This is the monthly revenue that is going on per month. So some pretty significant volume here. We've got almost 30,000 units, 20,000 units, 10, and we've got some pretty big figures here as well. Almost $1 million in revenue per month, over $500,000, 280,000, 300,000, another 200,000. So let's look at a couple of these, and we can see here this number one seller is a gummy. So this factored in, actually, wow, look at this. I didn't even realize this until just now, but all three of these top sellers, the top three best ranked sellers, are all a gummy product. Okay, so that caught our attention. That was part of the reason why we wanted to launch a gummy. So that's cool. So that's something that you want to clue into when you're starting to do your product research, is what are the top three best selling, maybe the top five best sellers doing in the space. Another thing that's handy here is you can actually see the reviews, not only the number of the reviews, but the average review rating. Okay, so you can see here that we've got some pretty heavy hitters. Again, we've got over coming up on 2,000 reviews. Wow, we're coming up over 4,500 reviews here, but then it drops off. We've got 100 reviews, 260 reviews. So that's kind of interesting. And you can see these top two sellers in particular have pretty low ratings. So that's something that's interesting as well. To note that, wow, okay, this product has 4.1 stars out of 5 with almost 2,000 ratings, and it's still the top seller by quite a big margin. Again, we have another one of the long-term sellers here with over 4,000 reviews, but 4.1, okay? And then when we come down to the newcomers, we see this one's only at 4 stars average reviews, and this one here is at 4.4. So this is one we might want to clue into and see what's going on here. Maybe people like the taste, the texture. Maybe there's something going on with this product in particular that we can learn from why people like it more than these. However, you got to keep in mind that sometimes with these lower review counts, you're getting a lot more 5-star reviews relative to the overall review count. Because when you're first getting those reviews, there are measures you can take to try to get 5-star reviews from people. Now, I don't want to get too into the weeds on how to get reviews for your product, but just know that this is an important step, is going through the reviews and seeing what people are saying about the product. One thing in particular, when we actually did a taste test with our formulation and this product specifically, and this product smells terrible out of the packaging. And our product consistently actually went 100% of the time was picked as tasting much better hands down than this product. So that was something we wanted to make sure as well. So we got some samples from competitors and actually tasted them and tried them out. Okay, so as you know, we're launching something specifically for women. So why did we take that route? Well, if you look here, all of these have a very similar vibe. Nothing really screams that it's for women, right? Most of these look pretty similar. And in fact, I would argue that most of them look quite masculine and in terms of their color schemes and their branding in general. This one is marketed for men and women. So this is one of the few that actually in the keyword title there, you can see that it's for men and women. Maybe that has something to do with its success, but we wanted to target specifically women and really niche down with this product. So let's look at some of the reasons why we decided to do that in particular. So if we come to my Helium 10 here, I'm going to go to this tool, Magnet Keyword Research. If you want to get up to 20% off your Helium 10 subscription, check the link in the description of this video. We're going to open that up and I'm just going to type in Shilajit here. And I'm not going to be any more specific than that. I'm going to click Get Keywords. And what we're going to do is filter down from here because this is quite generic. Just one keyword. It's going to give a lot of random results down here. So we're going to filter this down a little bit. We're going to make sure we have a word count of at least 3 so that we get at least 3 terms in the search string. So for example, this is the Shilajit search term. It's just one word. Here's another one, Primal Max or Himalayan Honey. These are 2 words. So when I filter this to 3 words minimum, those results will not show. We're looking for something a bit more specific from the customer. We want a specific search, and one way to get a more specific search is to increase the minimum word count. You can also do a search volume here, and you can specify that you don't want to see anything with, 10 searches per month or 1,000 searches per month or what have you. So let's just try this. We're going to apply just this one filter here for the 3 words. And we're going to take a look through here and see what we find. First off, I like to rank these by the search volume. Magnet IQ Score is another tool you can use, but we're going to go by the search volume. And lo and behold, the 3rd most popular search when we have 3 words in our search term is Shilajit for women, okay? This is being searched 78,000 times a month, which is pretty wild. So that really caught our attention. And when we pull this up, now we can actually search that exact search on Amazon, and we see a lot of the same things that we saw in the previous page, right? A lot of the same types of colors, nothing really that says Shilajit for women, right? It sounds pretty obvious, but there's really nothing. This is pink and it is pure Shilajit for women. This is a new launch. You can see this was actually not live when we were first researching. So this is a newcomer on the scene, and they are a resin, it looks like. It's like a paste like this. So that's interesting. That's good to take note of, that there is someone else with this idea, right? Trying to do a more feminine type brand for this Shilajit product. But I think you can see there's quite a lot of room still to come in. And you might notice that for this keyword, there aren't very many gummy products, right? So this is a gummy, but this isn't really particularly for women. And I don't even know if there are any other gummies here. Doesn't look like it. Even this is not a gummy, right? And so that's interesting because, oh, here's a gummy product right here. This is also a new one, but this does not really look like it's very specifically for women. It says men and women here in the title, and the branding does not scream femininity to me anyways. So that's another thing, as we noticed before, that the top 3 bestsellers were all gummy products. And here when we're looking at Shilajit for women, there really aren't many gummy products even available for that search term. So that gave us a lot of confidence as well. If we come back over to the magnet feature here on Helium 10, we can look a little bit more in depth, and we could actually do something like put gummies in here. So now we're going to exclude all searches that don't have 3 words or more and don't have the word gummy in the search. So we'll apply filter there, and I'm going to expand this just so we can see a little bit better. And we can see Shilajit for men gummies. There's a lot of Shilajit for men, right? Keep in mind, I am still ranked by the search volume. So as we come down here, we're dropping down on the search volume as well. Okay, and here we have down at the bottom of page 1, Shilajit gummies for women. So there's only 430 people or so per month searching that specific keyword. So, what do we think about that? Well, let's dive down a little bit more in depth here, and we're gonna search for women now, not just gummies, and we'll see what happens there. So here we have that same keyword from before, Shilajit gummies for women at 429 searches. Here we have Shilajit for women gummies, so it's the same wording just changed around for 380 searches a month. So here's a branded search body-wise, and they're looking for gummies for women. So that's not a really good one to use, right? Because they're searching for this brand in particular. So we can't really rely on that as being search volume that we would be capitalizing on necessarily. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at the magnet search, is if it's a branded search, you shouldn't expect to be really taking much of that search volume, because those people are searching specifically for someone else's brand and not your product. Okay, so we saw there's about 1,000 people or so looking for Shilajit gummies for women in some capacity, as far as our magnet keyword search tool is able to show us. But there's another tool here that I want to show you, and this is Cerebro. This is the reverse product lookup. So we're going to take this best-selling product here, if I can find the ASIN somewhere. Here we go. So we're going to copy this ASIN for the best-selling product, and we're going to just copy paste that in here to Cerebro, and we're going to see the keywords that people are searching who then go on to buy this product. So that's why it's called a reverse keyword search, is it's taking the product and working backwards to see what keyword searches led customers to this product. And again, we're going to do a similar thing here. Okay, we're going to look for, we can just do 2-word count. That's fine actually. But we want to have phrases containing women. So let's see what this shows us. Okay, interesting. So right off the bat, we see Shilajit gummies for women was actually searched 640 times, leading people to this product. Then we have Shilajit for women weight loss, Shilajit for women gummies, 570. So you can see this is already giving a slightly different picture than the magnet keyword research was showing us, which is why I like to use both of these tools on Helium 10 to get a more well-rounded view of what's going on with the search volume. Okay, another thing that's really interesting about this, and this is a little bit more theoretical and speculative, so we'll see how this plays out, but this was kind of also at play in our thought process here. So we have this keyword, Shilajit gummies for women, that was searched 640 times. Now keep in mind, this is the best-selling product for the Shilajit niche. Okay, but if we look here at keyword sales, only 19 sales were attributed to this search term. Okay, so when the 640 people searched Shilajit gummies for women, only 19 of them thought that this product fit that bill. So I thought that was really interesting, right? Because this is the best-selling product far and away. And yet, when people are searching for gummies for women in particular, they don't seem to really be responding to this product. So that was a real eye-opener for us. It was something like, okay, people are searching for this. And yes, this is a product that is selling very, very well on Amazon, but it appears that it's not selling well when it comes to women in particular, right? You can see that played out again here. We have Shilajit for women. Almost 30,000 people searched that search term in the last month that led them to this best-selling product, but only 565 of those actually resulted in a sale. So that's a very low percentage of the people who are searching for a Shilajit product for women who actually buy the best-selling Shilajit product on Amazon's marketplace. So I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but essentially that seemed like a pretty big gap in the market to us. So yes, there is this heavy hitter product, this really bestseller product that has thousands of reviews. It's far and away the bestseller on Amazon. They've got the top ranked search spots. They've got the ads going, right? They've got everything going for them, it seems like. And yet, people who are searching for Shilajit for women do not seem to be responding to it. So that kind of led us to believe that yes, we do actually have room here to come into this niche with a product specifically for women, okay? So I hope that makes sense. That's a little bit more of a deep dive, getting a little bit theoretical and speculative, if you will, in the data behind this decision that led us to launch a Shilajit gummy for women. We will see how it goes. We have not yet gone live. So if you want to see us go live, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. We're kind of running an experiment in real time in front of everyone who wants to watch. So we're really excited to be sharing all this with you. And we hope you appreciate what we're doing and find it interesting. If this video was helpful, please leave a like. If you have questions, leave a comment below. And if you don't want to miss out on our live product launch, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.